Welcome to the Shrink, the Shawnee P's Shrink Scrutiny. No, I'm not your shrink, although I can be. It's because you have problems with your mother. Anyway, this is another episode of Shawnee P's Shrink Scrutiny, and I hope you're excited today. I got a lot of fun stuff on this episode. Me back doing some activities that I loved doing when I could physically do them, and now I can do them again, so feeling good. Another little adventure walk, of course. Lots of walking on this channel, but hopefully you enjoy it. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, it's right now. This episode's probably posted a day later, but today is April the 12th, which is the 2-month weigh-in 2-month mark of the new results. So, am I happy? Am I sad? No, I'm always going to be happy. Whatever the results are. After the first one, when I had some good combos with some good people. So, results are in. We'll see what they are at the end of this video, but enjoy another episode of Shawnee P's Shrink Scrutiny. Back to one of my favorite things to do tonight. Full hockey action. Hopefully I get some action shots, and if not this time, next time for sure. It feels good to be back. I already got a goal. No big deal. Walk several times. There's been something like crazy on this pole. Always on the pole. There was at one point, where's my pole? An owl right here. One day I legit thought it was real at one point, but it wasn't. It wasn't a real owl, but now it's gone. I looked around for it and I feel someone might have stolen it. Who would do such a thing? Who? I think I have to change the name of the hill, because this is definitely the hill now. This one is so steep. I know I showed it before, but walked it a few times and it's still kicking my butt. No brakes, but it's killer on the glutes and the calves, but I'm loving it. I'm loving that feeling. Okay, coming to watch my niece Lily play some football, practice a little football practice. And I saw these stairs the other day that I wanted to try. And what a convenient time, because she is at the school, which is just up those stairs, and I'm with my other niece, Paisley. So we're gonna walk these stairs. Uh-oh, risky. Use it on risk.
A town risk. What the heck does that mean? A town risk. Oh, at own risk. Sorry.
I thought they were like lower they are. Well, the first one's a big one. Then they're pretty short per steps and nice wide steps. So get to the top of these. A nice little workout. Paige is killing me already. Okay, just step over it. If I fall down these things, I'll go full John Wick. We reached the top. It was a workout. Yeah. It was a good workout. Actually, it's a hill and more steps just there. She's up on that field. But that was good. This is, where'd you go? This is soon gonna be one of my go-tos. I need a little more prep, but I did it once. Usually when I do it once, it's pretty easy. Well, not pretty easy, but it gets easier every time. But it's done. We're here. And I'm gonna go knock some kids out on the football field. Good choice to walk at night alert. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
That's it?
No.
Listen, here's a sitch. Wintertime. Look how beautiful that is. Wintertime, I realize how dumb of a mistake I made moving north. But when this stuff shows up, sometimes in winter, but when it gets warmer in the spring and the fall, that kind of chill, crazy. Northern Lights. And then later on in the summer, the other northern positive is light till midnight. Maybe I'll do a midnight walk one night on one of these. Another long walk today, and the warm weather is awesome. T-shirt weather. Look at that. River's breaking up a lot. Actually, it's flowing pretty good on this side. This side still needs some work. But it's looking pretty good. Very excited to get that warm weather, the river flowing, summer days, and finally some green. Still pretty brown here right now. Okay, it's time to make another meal together, and new food prep alert thing. I got a new food chopper. It is for cubing peppers, onions, whatnot. You can get them, I think, on Amazon. I got this one on Temu. I Temu'd it for this one. So let's try this out, see if it does what I want it to do. I want to dice up some onions for this meal I'm about to make, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so I got the onion here. Lift up the little chopper. You just place the onion on the chopper thing like so. Well, it might be too thick. So let's peel the onions off, peel the layers off, like an onion. Ogres are like onions. I would say ogres are more like parfaits.
Have you ever met a person you say, hey, let's get some parfaits? They say, hell no, I don't like no parfaits. Parfaits are delicious.
Anyway, here we go. Slam it hard like that. Oh yeah, okay. It's stuck in the machine, so I guess I need to give it a little bit of a... Maybe it does need to be thicker. Let's put this onion on top of that onion. Okay, and this last one, or one more after this. Just gotta get it hard. Hit it hard. Okay. Okay, last piece. Give it a good slam. There we go, diced onions. A little, I wouldn't mind them a little smaller sometimes, but that'll do what I want it to do. We're gonna add something to this, and we'll get to cooking the meal. This dish is called chicken enchilada bowl. So what I'm doing is, right now, I am sauteing broccoli and onion, a little avocado oil in there. So I'm waiting for this to soften up. Then you add spinach, a little bit of water or chicken broth. I don't have that, so I'm going to add some water. Then you add some spinach and pre-cooked chicken. And I pre-cooked some chicken. I added some enchilada seasoning. Then there's the sauce that I pre-made the other day because I made this meal the other day. And it's Greek yogurt and enchilada sauce mixed together. But I didn't get a good enough flavor, so I'm going to add some more enchilada sauce. I had to buy a whole kit. So I got the seasoning, I got the sauce. Why not take advantage? So we're gonna add that together, add to a bowl, cook it in the speedy. So I'll see you in just a bit when it's all assembled. Okay, so the onion and broccoli is tender. And the next step is to add that little bit of water. So I got about a quarter cup of water. Gonna add in there. And that's gonna give it a little bit, loosen up there a little more. And then finely chopped spinach. I'm gonna throw in that spinach here, and I need to add some chili powder to the mix. So add that to the powder. This will give it a nice little kick, a white person kick. So mix all that together now and let that cook down a little. So that's how it looks. Pretty straightforward. So as that is frying up, gonna add the pre-cooked chicken into the mix. Toss the bowl to the side. And I'm gonna let that cook down for a little bit. I mean, it's going to be going in the oven, so you don't have to worry about it getting fully cooked. I mean, it's all pretty much cooked as it is. And of course, the spinach, you put in like 4 cups, and you end up with a teaspoon, because that's how spinach cooks when it cooks down. Here's the finished product of the sauce. It's a little bit runny. I might have to add a little bit more Greek yogurt in there. Thicken it up a bit. That's more runny than I want to see it, so we'll do that. And of course, I'm using the Oikos no sugar added, the 0% Greek yogurt to thicken this up. The original thing calls for like 2, I forget. The recipe. I'll probably post the recipe for you. I'm just going to add a tablespoon right now and see where we're at with that. So while that's cooking up, I'll thicken this bad boy up a little more. Okay, so now the mixture is in the bowl. So what I'm going to do is you had that first, and then I'm going to add the enchilada sauce and yogurt mix. So the enchilada yogurt sauce, if you will, if you want to call it that. Empty that out so we can get lots of that flavor. And I also use enchilada seasoning on the chicken. And I use 2 full skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Spread that out a little. Then I'm going to top that off with a quarter cup of shredded cheese. I think they use Colby Jack. I'm using Tex-Mex. I was supposed to put cheese over the top of the veggies as well. So screwed that up. So I might not have as much cheese as I had last time, but you're going to top that off for your choice if you want. And I'm going to throw on some fresh cut jalapenos, sliced jalapenos, and then I'll add some more cheese. It's not going to be another half. Well, it might be another quarter of a cup. I'm going to finish off what I got left in the bag here. All right, so we're going to call this half a cup of cheese, and here's the dish. You see, it's not a huge dish. I think the recipe calls for bigger portions, so I didn't use as much. I think it's like 2.5 cups of broccoli. I probably got a cup. I probably got a cup and a half of spinach. So we're gonna put it in the Ninja Speedy. It says to put it in the oven, cook it for 20. I put it in the Ninja Speedy for 10. I think it's 20 or 15. Anyway, Okay, so it's preheat oven to 400 degrees. So I'm going to preheat the Ninja Speedy. I'm gonna put it on the speed meals. So you can also do steam and crisp, steam, and then there's also air fryer options, dehydrate. This is a fantastic machine. It says to set it to 15. I'm going to set it to my favorite number, 11. Open it up, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna put it right in the Speedy. Close it, and it's got to preheat a little because it cooled down since when I preheated it. But that should take about maybe like 15 minutes altogether, but it's already almost preheated altogether. So we'll be back. And there's the final product, all bubbly and good and delicious. There's the side view. Some people usually put either sour cream or I think maybe the Greek yogurt on top. I'm gonna throw on this Taco Bell Baja creamy sauce. Taco Bell's my fave. Let me just get a little crack that in the middle. That's how she looks in the middle. A little cheesy. Broccoli, there's the sauce, and chicken's all seasoned up. Last time I made this, it was a little watery in the bottom, but it didn't feel as seasoned as I wanted it. So I'm gonna add a little more this time. Anyway, I will enjoy, and bon appetito. I was trying to figure out today what kind of walk I wanted to do. I didn't have anything pre-planned. I was in the house. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do today? So I'm doing this walk that I showed you before behind trailer park. Lonely in the forest. No one can hear anything. I wish I could have went on that cool trip with Ryan.
Canada's plastic boobs!
Anyway, I went that way last time. So now I'm gonna venture further into the wood. And I remember doing this walk before, so I know what's up. But I wanted to change things up instead of doing the same thing all the time, getting bored. Did a loop around the trailer park. So I was gonna go and do another loop, but it gets boring. So let's do a fresh walk into the jungle, the jungles of Canada. We'll keep you posted. Pardon the life saying, but I've come to a fork in the road. Will I go down the familiar route that I know, or unfamiliar beginnings? Sounds like a counseling service. Unfamiliar beginnings. A stitch in time. Shout out, Dad. Anyway, I'm going to do the familiar one for now. We're going to try the different one another time. So we'll go down here. And I know it loops around at some point somewhere, but it's fun. It's different. Not just pavement and buildings. And we'll keep an eye out for any animals waking up now that the weather's better. But seems some windy today. Bit of wind on. So I'm not really walking against it, which is nice. I mean, I'm surrounded by trees. But we'll walk through and see where it leads. We got a lovely homestead here with beautiful decorations. Can't zoom in, but it's nice fire pit. It's better set up than I do at my own home. Nice open area there though. Sure someone hangs out there. I'm not ratting on them. Okay, we're gonna head down here. Hopefully I slipped a little on some mud. You get the ice and you're like, okay, it's safe now, but I forgot about how slippery mud is. Science. This is pretty soft. I might not, because I had my shoes full of mud earlier and it was super annoying. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, I'll venture down here. When we get to the bottom, I'll show you where we're at. Okay, here we are. Oh, rolled my ankle. I'm okay. Here we are. Train tracks. So we're gonna walk, venture down the train tracks. I think this leads us to our before you hit my usual walk down the hill. So I'll go in here past the softball fields. Feel like I'm on Stand By Me. Classic movie. See how good these mics work on my phone, but you can hear me through the wind. Just as I thought the tracks led to a regular spot. I was going through the hill, but I think I might continue on. I didn't realize this little walking bridge there. So they're going to take a chance. I'm still going to get on that side of town, just down the King of Peace River. It's windy. I can hold my phone. Bridge here over the highway. Peace River. King of Peace River. I was going to take the road home, the road more traveled. But I'm gonna continue on the tracks here. I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this. I don't know if this is legal. But I haven't seen any signs yet. So I'll see when I'll turn around. Or will I? I'm a thug. I'm a gangster. Straight up G. But we'll take a little further walk down the side here if and the train comes by. I got lots of space to step to the side. Keep my ear and eye out. Make sure. So I'm playing it safe, folks. Now, if I wasn't allowed to walk along the side here, would they have this nice red, the nice bubbling brook? I don't know. I'm probably not allowed. I probably won't do this again. To an extent, I'll do that one so I can get across the highway, though. It looks like your own thing. To me, it looks like a pedestrian walk, unless it's a little thing for the workers, but we'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Off the tracks. Safely on the back roads where I'm sure no one will drive erratic. Shout out to my grandfather. He worked on the railroad tracks in Newfoundland when we had them back in the day. I was walking along and I seen some of the spikes. Reminded me of when he retired. Got this cool spike plaque I always remember seeing hung up in Nan and Pop's basement. So shout out to Vic Clark. R.I.P. He's a good man. All right, here we are, month 2 with some new results. Here I am, wearing the same clothes as I did when I weighed in on February 12th, and this is April 12th now. There I am, February 12th. Hi, me. Don't know if I did the turnarounds then. February 12th to March 12th, I went from 518 to 508, and the results are in today. I stepped on my new scale, and it's from 508 to 492. All right, so if you don't want to do the math, that's 16 pounds in the last month and 26 pounds all together. I'm feeling really good with my sizing with clothes, my inches as well. I wore a pair of pants that I had worn December 2023 is last time I remember wearing these pants, and they were size 66 and they were snug. And then I wore them a couple weeks ago at the end of March, and I was pulling them up all night. They were way too big, way too baggy looking, looked horrible. We had these little belt things too, like that you put on the side, because the full belt wasn't really working for me. Those were too big, even wouldn't work with the pants. So I dropped down, bought myself a belt, and I wore a couple pairs of jeans this past week, size 60. So if you count it, that's 60 down to 60. That's like 4 pant sizes or whatever if you go by 2s. And even the 60s I was pulling up all day. So I'd say I'm probably at a 58. I got some pants ordered. We'll see how that goes. So that's about 4 or 5 pant sizes down. Feeling really good with that. Shirts are feeling looser. Getting some old shirts on that aren't showing my belly. I like the longer shirts anyway, but even the ones that aren't as long they're feeling good. I did the whole lift test. So yeah, I feel great. And a big part of that meant, like I said, mentally, physically, I'm at the top of my game. And it's thanks to you guys. Your support is really helping. When you watch my videos, send a message, wave for me while I'm walking. I'm talking to all, comments here, likes here. I'm getting lots of support, lots of likes on my posts, which I'll keep doing because I know you guys appreciate it, and I appreciate the love. It helps push me. So those are results. I'm happy with those. I'm happy to keep going. It does push me, and anyone else who's struggling, you can do the same thing. If you need support, I'll help you. I'll give you the support so it can push you as well. But focus on only the positives. Sometimes you might have setbacks, but I'm only looking forward to the future and what's exciting ahead. So Shiny P Shrink Scrutiny will continue. I know this video took a little bit longer because I'm trying to figure out some fun, better options and better ways to get in the video without the same stuff over and over. So it might not be weekly anymore, but we'll see what we can do. But stick around. Shiny P Snack Scrutiny ain't going nowhere. No Shiny P. Nor is Shiny P. No Shiny P, nor Shiny P Snack Scrutiny. Shrink Scrutiny. Snack's my other thing. Go to that too. I'm all over the place.